is fire and blood.
Everything is dependent on
We
oil.
are killing for gasoline.
The world is almost out of water.
Water. Now there's the water wars.
Here they come again. Everybody's gone out of their mind. You're not the only one, Max.
Out here, everything hurts. You want to get through this? Do as I say. Now pick up what you can and run.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
Hey, what's your name?
Wow, what a stunning trailer. When I first saw that they'd released this first official trailer, I was like, no way it can be as good as the Comic-Con trailer, but it's better. This movie looks so good. How good does it look? It makes me wish that George Miller had gotten to direct his Justice League movie. If this is what the man is capable of. Where has this talent been for so long? He's been making movies for quite a long time. I guess technology has finally caught up with him, and he's finally gotten a studio, Warner Brothers, to let him do whatever he wants. And this is fantastic for Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers is in a very interesting place in terms of the studio's future. I think they have so many great opportunities. Some of them they're just completely hitting a home run with, and some they're kind of wasting away. And of course, primarily I'm looking at you, DC movies, but if this is what's coming down the pike at Warner Brothers, maybe we have a wonderful DC cinematic universe ahead of us as well. As for this movie, it is such a fascinating mashup of opposites. You have the lowest common denominator when it comes to society, but yet you have something incredibly sophisticated and high-end when it comes to the artistic craft of the filmmaking. It actually reminds me of Peter Lick's artwork or photography. If you're familiar with his work, you know what I'm talking about. If not, go Google him. He is a fantastic photographer who does like nature photography. And this looks something like right out of his gallery. You can watch one of his paintings and all of a sudden this riffraff drives in their crazy metal vehicles and get-ups. And speaking of the way they look, that's another opposite here. You have incredibly good-looking people. Tom Hardy, Charlize Theron, Nicholas Hoult, that was him saying, what a lovely, lovely day. Nicholas Hoult, from Warm Bodies and Beast and X-Men, he makes such interesting career choices. He could be a Tom Hardy Jr., but they're these very attractive actors who are just going for it. They're casting aside their looks. They don't care about it. They're rolling around in the dirt, or the sand in this case, literally. And they seem to be doing some really interesting work. And Tom Hardy, he has a voiceover at the beginning, but you'll notice he doesn't say a word of dialogue during the actual trailer on screen. Yet he's still quite captivating because, see, Tom Hardy, your face is a tool for your craft as well. You know, he keeps wanting to hide it and obscure it, but it's something that I think is not only good looking, but it's very cinematic. It photographs quite well, and he does a lot with it. And so maybe Rick Flag, there's hope for Rick Flag after all, speaking of DC movies. But Mad Max, I think, deserves to stand on its own, although it does have that history with George Miller. But I'm just I'm so incredibly impressed. Really, really good movie. I'm curious to see what this does as a springboard because I think it's going to succeed. If the movie's as good as these trailers, you have something very special on the horizon here from Warner Brothers. So it could be a springboard for George Miller. Maybe he'll get back in the mix over at DC, or maybe who knows what other movies he wants to make personally. It might help Tom Hardy's career. And then Charlize Theron, a couple of you have been suggesting her for Captain Marvel. I think she's a great choice, and maybe this will prove that she can be more of a box office draw than she has been in the past. So what do you think? Are you as impressed with this trailer as I am? Do you think it has surpassed the Comic-Con trailer, or do you think that's still the best look at Mad Max to date? Write your thoughts down below. Thank you so much for tuning into my review, and you can check out some more episodes right now.